Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian explorer, navigator, and cartographer, holds a distinguished place in the annals of the age of exploration. Unlike his contemporaries, Vespucci's greatest contribution was not merely the discovery of new lands, but the recognition that the territories explored by Christopher Columbus were part of a previously unknown continent, not Asia. His detailed accounts of these voyages, along with his influence on cartography, ultimately led to the naming of the Americas in his honor, cementing his legacy as a pivotal figure in the exploration of the Western Hemisphere. Born in Florence, Italy, Vespucci grew up in a well-educated and affluent family. His early exposure to literature, science, and geography shaped his intellectual curiosity. In the late 1490s, Vespucci relocated to Spain, where he became involved in outfitting ships for exploratory expeditions. Working closely with prominent explorers, including Columbus, Vespucci gained first-hand knowledge of navigation, maritime logistics, and the growing thirst for new trade routes. Vespucci's initial role was logistical, serving as a supplier of ships and provisions for various voyages. This position brought him into direct contact with explorers and allowed him to learn from their experiences. By the late 1490s, with the momentum of the age of exploration in full swing, Vespucci embarked on his own expeditions, setting the stage for his groundbreaking discoveries. According to letters attributed to Vespucci, his first voyage took place in 1497 under Spanish sponsorship. He reportedly explored parts of the Caribbean and Central America, reaching areas near present-day Venezuela. However, the authenticity of this voyage has been debated by historians, with some suggesting it may have been misattributed or fabricated. Despite the controversy, Vespucci's accounts from this journey include vivid descriptions of indigenous peoples, their customs, and the natural environment. He detailed an encounter with the Arawak people, noting their communal lifestyle, body adornments, and resistance to foreign intrusion. In one notable episode, Vespucci described a treacherous attack by Arawak warriors, during which his crew defended themselves vigorously and inflicted significant losses on their attackers. Vespucci's second confirmed voyage, undertaken in 1499 under the command of Alonso de Ojeda, marked a significant step in his career. Sailing along the northeastern coast of South America, Vespucci reached the mouth of the Amazon River and ventured farther south than any previous European explorer. His detailed observations of the flora, fauna, and indigenous cultures highlighted the uniqueness of this new territory. One of the significant outcomes of this voyage was Vespucci's realization that the landmass he explored was not part of Asia. His reports described vast, uncharted coastlines and rich biodiversity, leading him to theorize that these lands constituted a separate continent. This insight fundamentally altered European perceptions of world geography. During this voyage, Vespucci also encountered the vibrant trading networks of indigenous groups along the coast. He marveled at their advanced craftsmanship in weaving and metalwork, noting that their tools and ornaments, often made of gold and silver, were highly valued by the local population. These encounters provided the first glimpses of the wealth and cultural complexity of South America. In 1501, Vespucci joined an expedition under Portuguese sponsorship. This voyage took him along the eastern coast of South America, possibly as far south as present-day Patagonia. During this journey, Vespucci became convinced that he had encountered a new world distinct from Asia. Vespucci's letters from this voyage are particularly significant. He described the indigenous peoples he encountered, their complex societies, and their adaptation to diverse environments. He also made detailed astronomical observations, noting constellations visible only in the southern hemisphere. These celestial findings played a crucial role in navigation and further distinguished his reports from those of Columbus. One sensational aspect of Vespucci's writings was his claim that certain indigenous groups practiced ritualistic cannibalism. While these accounts may have been exaggerated or misinterpreted, they fueled European perceptions of the New World as both exotic and dangerous, justifying further exploration and colonization. Another important observation from this voyage was Vespucci's detailed mapping of coastal features, which later helped cartographers create more accurate representations of South America. His keen interest in geography and natural phenomena led him to record tidal patterns, river systems, and the unique biodiversity of the region, such as vast rainforests and the wildlife inhabiting. Vespucci's final expedition, conducted under Portuguese sponsorship, focused on further exploration of the South American coastline. He continued to gather valuable information about the region's geography, resources, and culture. His detailed reports and maps provided crucial data for subsequent explorers and cartographers. In 1508, Vespucci was appointed chief navigator of Spain, a prestigious position reflecting his expertise and contributions to the field. His duties included training navigators, developing navigation techniques, and refining maps of the New World. During his tenure as chief navigator, Vespucci played a key role in standardizing navigational practices. He introduced more precise methods for determining longitude and latitude, which significantly improved the accuracy of maritime exploration. His influence extended beyond Spain, as many of his techniques were adopted by other European powers seeking to expand their empires. The most enduring aspect of Vespucci's legacy is the naming of the American continents. In 1507, German cartographer Martin Wolzey-Müller published a world map titled Universalis Cosmographia, which was the first to label the newly discovered lands as America in honor of Amerigo Vespucci. Wolzey-Müller's decision was based on Vespucci's detailed and widely circulated letters, which articulated the idea of a new world separate from Asia. The adoption of Vespucci's name for both North and South America was gradual, but ultimately became permanent. While Columbus had made the initial discovery, it was Vespucci's recognition of the New World as a distinct landmass that reshaped European understanding of global geography. Historians have debated whether Vespucci deserved this recognition over Columbus. Some argue that Vespucci's contributions were primarily analytical, providing the critical insight needed to distinguish the New World from Asia. Others contend that Columbus, as the first European to reach the Americas, should have been honored in the naming. Regardless of these debates, Vespucci's influence on exploration and cartography remains indisputable. Vespucci's writings offer a fascinating glimpse into early European encounters with indigenous peoples. He described their physical appearance, customs, and social structures with a mixture of admiration and condescension. Vespucci marveled at their physical strength, endurance, and adaptation to their environment, noting their communal living arrangements and impressive craftsmanship. In his accounts, Vespucci often romanticized the beauty of indigenous women, describing them as naturally attractive and adorned with intricate body art. He observed their vital roles in society, including agriculture, trade, and cultural ceremonies. Despite his admiration, Vespucci framed these societies as primitive and in need of European civilization and Christianity. Vespucci's reports also highlighted the harsh realities of indigenous life, including intertribal warfare and ritual practices. His descriptions, though sometimes exaggerated, provided valuable insights into the diverse cultures of the New World. Moreover, Vespucci's observations on the natural world were ahead of his time. He documented various plant species, noting their potential medicinal uses. His descriptions of the local fauna, including exotic birds, large mammals, and marine life, captured the imagination of European readers and fueled interest in further exploration. Amerigo Vespucci's voyages, writings, and contributions to cartography played a pivotal role in the age of exploration. His recognition of the Americas as a separate continent fundamentally altered European perceptions of the world and laid the groundwork for future exploration and colonization. Despite controversies surrounding the accuracy of some of his accounts, Vespucci's influence on the field of navigation and map-making is undeniable. Today, Vespucci is remembered as a visionary explorer who provided a new framework for understanding the globe. The continents of North and South America bear his name, a lasting testament to his impact on history and the exploration of the Western Hemisphere. Vespucci's story is one of intellectual curiosity, bold exploration, and lasting influence. His legacy continues to inspire explorers, historians, and adventurers alike, reminding us of the enduring quest to understand the world beyond our horizon.